Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be talking about the Hexblood. I'm Trilogy with Trilogy Effect. We do all kinds of D&D channel stuff, anime, manga, gaming, technology. I have a curated playlist on my channel with all of my videos sorted, so you guys should definitely check those out, and let's just jump into it. Today we're going to be talking about the Hexblood. I like the concept of the Hexblood a lot. So you're human, you needed some type of power, your parents may have needed some type of power, you made a deal with a hag, and now you're a Hexblood. One really cool thing about the Hexblood is they have a living crown, they said, around their hair. And in the book, they have this really cool animation with that crown. You see those horns on there? That's a living crown that you get for being a Hexblood. So that's pretty cool. They have a couple origins on here. Your parents sold you off to a hag, and they made a deal. You got kidnapped by a fae, and then they experimented on you, basically. A coven of hags raised you up as a replacement. So there's a lot of things that may cause you to be a Hexblood. There's a couple of domains that they have in there. Every race in here has a domain that you can tie into your story with your DM's permission. One really good cool thing about the Hexblood, is you are considered fae instead of humanoid. So any spells that affect humanoid creatures, they don't affect you. You're a fae, they don't affect you. So that's super cool. It may not come off too often, but that small distinction is actually super big. You can be small or medium. It doesn't affect your walking speed. Your walking speed is going to be the standard 30. On top of that, you're going to have the ancestral legacy. So like the Dhampir, this race is set up with the custom lineage lining. So you can either take your regular race. So say you were an elf and now you got changed into a Hexblood. You can keep the proficiencies, walking, flying, or swimming speed from your other class and these traits. Or you can take a plus two, I believe. Let me check. Blah, 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 blah. You can, you gain proficiency in 2 skills of your choice. So I like how customizable the races are. I almost never change the skills and stuff like that. I feel like it's kind of made that way. Like, I don't want to be racist against certain races, but some of those just make sense that why a tiefling is more charismatic, or what elf would be faster than another creature because of their dexterity. It just makes sense. Of course, you're going to get the standard dark vision. That's nothing crazy. You get 60 feet. Most creatures have dark vision unless you're a boring human. Eerie token is pretty cool. So it has 2 usage. You can say, I pull a tooth out. I give you my tooth. It doesn't hurt you, by the way. So I like how they put that in there. It doesn't cause you any pain. So I pull a tooth out, I give it to my party member, and while they have that tooth in their hand, I can communicate to them telepathically. I think this is a pretty cool thing, especially if you're running a stealthy campaign, but I also think it may not come up too often, especially since your message has to be under 25 words. Ugh, that sucks, huh? On top of that, you can also use it for recon. So same thing. It doesn't have to be a tooth. It can be one of my nails. So say I pull my thumbnail off, I set it above my the doorway, and I can use my action to enter a trance. And while I'm in the trance, I can see through that thumbnail, and I can hear. While I'm doing this, I have no senses on my normal body, so I can't hear or see, so I'm vulnerable in that aspect. If you're doing this, it's best to have a party member protect you while you're doing recon on that thumbnail. And then when you're done, you can come back to your body, and that thumbnail will stay there until it gets destroyed. But you do have to be within 10 miles of it. I think that's a pretty generous range, but besides that, it's pretty cool. You can only do this once every long rest. So it's not too often that you can do that, but it's still a nice little cool thing that you can do. It's not a class feature, so I'm sure they don't want it to be too overpowered, but for a race feature and the fact that it gives you 2 options with these, I think that's pretty cool. You also get hag magic, so you get the disguise self spell and you get the hex spell, and you can cast those for free, but you can only cast either one of them once between every long rest. And you'll use intelligence, wisdom, or charisma for your spell casting bond. Out of the 3 races in this book for Richten, so we have the Reborn, we have the Dhampir, and we have the Hexblood. So the Dhampir is going to be their vampire class, the Hexblood is going to be kind of their witch class, and the Reborn is kind of like their Frankenstein class. The Hexblood, I love the concept of it. I think it's a little more original than the other ones, but I think it's honestly the weakest of the 3 races in here. But that's pretty much it. Literally, that's all they have on here. I'm going to be doing another video for the Reborn. That'll come out in 3 days. If you guys want to see more D&D content, I highly suggest you subscribe, support the channel. Thank you for making this long. I just wanted to give my thoughts on this. Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft for the Hexblood. This is Trilogy with Trilogy Effect. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.